everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Andrea. I'm all about fitness, so let's get started. Being on a diet on which you deprive yourself of foods can work for a while, but this is not something that you can do your entire life. It is not sustainable nor healthy. Your diet should keep your energy level high and should make you feel good through the entire day. Going to the gym is great, but lifting weights alone isn't enough to make you lose weight. It should be accompanied by proper nutrition. Don't go on every diet just because it's trending. Pick something that you like and stick with it. The goal here is long-term consistency and health, not just a beach body for 3 weeks per year. So having good habits and being healthy is something that we all should strive for. This is how it goes. The right way to lose fat is taking into consideration these three main aspects: nutrition, weight training, and cardio. First of all, I would like to mention that you don't need to give yourself any sort of a deadline. By the end of the next month, I need to lose 2 kilograms at least. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to run every day for an hour or two at minimum. I need to fit in these jeans until next week, so I will only drink lemon juice and eat dry oats until then. I will do like 300 abs today, so tomorrow I can look stunning in that dress that I wore for my sister's party 10 years ago. It's not the case to put so much pressure on you. It's not a competition, not even with yourself. Losing weight fast is not healthy, not sustainable, and not even recommended. Losing weight is a slow process, not a short one, and so losing weight should be a long-term priority towards a healthier life, not a psychological torture. Let's start with nutrition, which is by far the most important aspect to losing weight. Of course, you can lose weight with only nutrition, but I wouldn't recommend it. In order to have a healthy approach towards losing weight, you need to be in a caloric deficit whilst not feeling hungry. When in a calorie deficit, it's important to pay a bit more attention to what you eat. You need to feel full the entire day because you don't want to crave for food all the time. This can be so frustrating and it may lead you back to your more unhealthy eating habits. People feel that they should deprive themselves of food while losing weight, but this is not the case at all. Losing weight should not feel like a torture, but instead it should feel like the best decision that you have ever made towards the improvement of your life and overall physical health. Now, let me explain the concept of calories in, calories out, and why being in a deficit works. The energy during the day is given by what you eat, and so throughout your daily activities, you spend that energy. The aim is to spend more energy than you consume, and thus you will lose weight. That's how thermodynamics work. Energy in, energy out. Calories in, calories out. Sweets and processed food will not keep you full for a long time, and so when you eat you have to pay attention not only to the quantity but also to the quality of the food that you are eating. And the reason why is that you want to make sure that you will not be hungry in the next half an hour, because after eating a bag of chips you will still be hungry, whereas if you eat the same quantity of meat you won't be hungry for a couple of hours. This means that you need to start favoring whole foods, which are the opposite of processed foods. This also means that you need to start favoring foods that are richer in protein and fiber, because they are slower to digest and so they keep you full for a longer period of time. In regards to the calorie deficit, as a beginner, you cannot just eyeball it. It is essential as a beginner to start counting calories until you begin to properly estimate the amount of calories that you are eating throughout the day. So for me, it took at least 1.5 years to better estimate the amount of calories that I ate on average on a specific day, and I can still be off with around 500 calories if I'm eating on that specific day in a restaurant. And trust me, it is better to count your calories while using an application and a scale, because sometimes you can lose track so easily of a couple of calories here and there, and so by the end of the day they can amount sometimes to more than 500 calories. So get a kitchen scale and use a calorie counting app. At first, it will be pretty difficult to keep track of all of it, but it is so necessary. But I guarantee you that if you do it enough, after a year, for example, you can count calories without tracking them anymore, like me. And so you will learn how to stay at the same weight, how to lose or to gain weight, depending on your goals and without counting calories anymore. But for now, it's very important for you to count calories. It is an essential part of losing weight. In addition to that, it is so much easier for you to count calories if you eat the meals that you cook at home instead of frequently going to the restaurant. You are the master of your kitchen and of the ingredients that you add in your food, and you can definitely be more precise in counting calories this way. This can mean that you need to make a sacrifice from time to time in order to prepare the food yourself in advance. It is called meal planning, and a lot of great athletes do this. You will always be the master of the ingredients that you choose, which are often healthier than the ones used in the restaurants. You will not have to cook every day. You will be able to more precisely count calories, which will make your journey towards being in a calorie deficit easier. The second most important aspect to losing weight is weight training and building muscle. So why is it beneficial to build muscle in the process of losing weight? It is important to go to the gym when you are losing weight because during this process, you not only lose fat but also muscle. And so having fewer muscles in the body means that you will be consuming less energy at rest. So what is this resting metabolic rate? It's the amount of energy that you consume while at rest. Muscles need energy to maintain themselves. And so that means that having more muscles simply burns more calories while watching TV, sleeping, working from 9 to 5, or any other activity in which you're not actually doing a lot of movement. Is it possible to lose weight without exercising? Spoiler alert, yes. And if you want to know more about why, please check out the video above, which will discuss in more depth about this specific topic. Now, the way you should train is quite simple. Compound exercises using free weights, meaning squats, deadlifts, rows, bench presses, etc. Go for 8 to 12 reps and be honest with yourself. If it's easy, increase the weight. You cannot go easy on yourself, otherwise you won't see any results, so train like your life depends on it. Of course, if you don't have any access to a gym, you can also train outside or at home. So during the quarantine, I had to train at home and I only had a yoga mat, some dumbbells, some bands, and a pull-up bar. So training for me went great. I didn't lose any muscle, I didn't gain any weight, I managed to stay in shape, and so obviously training at home can also work for you. You only need to be motivated, to set your goals and to try to achieve them, to be constant, to stay true to yourself and what you are trying to achieve, and of course to know what you're doing. Are you interested in finding out more from me about body weight training or gym training? Then please check out my Instagram account where I post daily photos and videos. Please also let me know in the comments below if this topic is interesting for you and if you would like me to do more videos about it. Lastly, let's talk about cardio. Cardio is beneficial for losing weight and is important and very healthy for the most important muscle of the body, the heart. And also it helps you stay lean. I think it's just a bit overrated when talking about losing weight. That's why on my priority list, it only takes the third place. Steady state cardio like running, swimming, cycling work well with gym training. And this is what I would recommend if you would like to have this approach to losing weight. Does 1 hour of cardio consume more calories than 1 hour of hard working weightlifting in the gym? Yes. It is counterintuitive, but sometimes doing more effort and feeling exhausted afterwards, it's not positively correlated to burning more calories. But going over your head by just doing cardio is not the best option to lose weight. First of all, it's because not everyone has the same amount of time available, of space, or of motivation. You need to also incorporate concepts such as nutrition and weight training. And so that's why I would recommend somewhere around two cardio sessions per week. You can start with 30-minute sessions. Then when you feel that you have a better endurance, continue with 45-minute sessions. And finally, you can do 1 hour session. And of course, just try to feel a bit your body to see how it feels, and try to stay positive about this type of activity, because it's not easy all the time, and you will definitely not be able all the time to respect the schedule. So to sum up everything that we have talked about, here are a few points to remember. Be in a calorie deficit, count your calories so that you know that you are in a calorie deficit, and go to the gym to build some muscle, and do some cardio twice per week to expand the calorie deficit even more. And have a goal, don't put any pressure on you. Staying fit is a life journey, not a weekend task. Consistency is key. It's a process. Don't rush it, and stay disciplined. Is that even a word in English? Like, what?
Disciplined.
Disciplined. Sorry. Consistency is key. It's a process. Don't rush it. And of course, stay disciplined. I will be releasing in-depth videos about this subject, so please stay tuned. And remember, your body is your temple. Take care of it.